He's just a quiet man, but his eyes can see right through me.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at Cannibal the Musical at the Panasonic Theatre in Toronto. I am here with Trevor Martin, one of the co-writers and one of the actors in Cannibal the Musical. He doesn't always wear this.
No.
So how long was the writing How long did the writing process take for this musical?
You know, it's interesting. We started this, Chris Bond and I, Chris Bond is the director, and Aaron Ayer, who is the musical director of Evil Dead the Musical. We all started in Evil Dead the Musical around 2008. We finished that, and we decided we'd like to work on something else. And so we thought Cannibal the Musical would be like the perfect idea, and we've done a few workshops of it. And then we got in touch with Jay McHugh, who is originally in the movie. He plays Miller, but he's also kind of in charge of the stage version of the movie. And so we asked him, can we write some new music? Can we tell some new jokes and stuff like that? And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And so we worked on it, and we did that. And then he called us back, and he said, you know, Trey and Matt are working on this thing called Book of Mormon. Once that blows over, you can do whatever you want. So then it was like years later and like 9 Tonys. We were like, well, I guess, you know, we're probably not going to work on it again. And then Corey Ross approached us about it. And we went back to Jason McHugh, and he said, you know, we'd love for you to, you know, bring this back and show us your new stuff. And we did, and they're really excited about it. And here we are. Yeah, it's been about a year since we talked to Corey to now. So very fast track, yeah.
So, okay, the Book of Mormon guys, for those who don't know, which is probably nobody, they were the writers of South Park as well,
That's
correct?
Right. That's
okay,
right.
And are they going to come see the show?
You know, we've been told that if they're gonna come, they'll probably come unannounced, which will be fun. But Jason McHugh's definitely gonna come, and apparently he's really good friends with Matt Stone. He's also friends with Trey, but really tight with Matt. So maybe he'll come, maybe he won't. We'll see. Yeah.
Totally. And tell me a little bit about your character in this lovely ensemble here.
I play Belle. I'm one of the miners. So I'm one of the miners that Alfred Packer takes into the wilderness to find this elusive town of Breckenridge where all the gold is. And I'm pretty religious. I think my goal is once I make some money, I'm going to build a church and I'm going to be a priest. And so I'm sort of like the spiritual center of the group until we get in the mountains and I get really hungry, and then I don't want to spoil anything, but I get slightly less religious. Let's just say that.
Oh dear. And have you spent any time in the West on the prairies?
You know what? My family lives in California now. Yeah, and so they still live there, and I go down to visit them. And I used to live there actually for about 5 or 6 years, and.
Do they live in LA? Because that doesn't count to me.
No, they live near the Bay Area. They live in a town called Fairfield, which is kind of like halfway between Sacramento and San Francisco. So kind of where the gold rush happened. Yeah. I mean, this takes place closer to Utah and Colorado, but I've definitely been in those states, and yeah, you really get a sense of this openness, and also when you move to the West, you feel like you could be a completely different person. So you can change who you are in the East, where everybody kind of knows who each other are. When you go to the West, everybody's from somewhere else, so you can just be who you want to be. And that's sort of a theme in this play, is everybody becoming something that they aren't.
Yeah. Sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing.
Of course, yeah, no, exactly. Just like anybody who moves to the West, yeah. Yeah.
All those people in LA. And on the West Coast. Okay, so where's the best place for us to find out more information on you and Cannibal the Musical online?
www.cannibalonstage.com. We also have a Twitter handle at @CannibalOnStage. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at the Panasonic Theatre in Toronto.
but his eyes can see right through. Is it only that I feel pity? Could it be something more? Say there's an island far off to sea. I'd almost forgotten this side What is this magic I feel? Thought this mushy stuff was below. Could it be he's the one to show me what compassion is for? Safe as an island far off to sea, I'd almost forgotten this side of me. Perhaps I'm not the cold bitch I pretended to be. I'd almost forgotten this side of me. Good night, Mr. Pat.